Drawings. In this series of videos, we are going to look at different drawings that you might come across, from construction drawings to mechanical drawings to all sorts of other things. Electrical diagrams, of course, we're electricians. So let's have a look at some of these drawings and diagrams. Welcome back to another electrotechnology video. In this video, we're going to be talking about electrical drawings. Yes, these are the drawings that we need to pay most attention to. So let's begin. The first set of drawings you are likely to come across is called block drawings. Now, these block drawings are basically an overview of how an electrical system might work. Think of them as a flow chart, because essentially that's all they are. There might be a square or rectangular box that says motor, and then some lines going down towards maybe some sort of filtration system or something like that. It's a good way for us to get an overview of how the whole system works. So if we're going to do some work at fault finding, then we can quickly identify the area we might need to be working in. So these drawings are important for when you're working on a large installation. Let's say, for example, you're looking at a hydroelectric station where you're going to have generators and pumps and all sorts of other equipment. This stuff will not be in the same place. It's not a matter of walking into one room and everything is there. You may have your pumping station located maybe, 100, 200 meters away from where the generators might be. So a block diagram will give you an overview of how that works, where the pumps might be in relation to the generators or something along those lines. So block diagrams is an overview of everything that we might need to know. The next set of drawings that you will come across are the circuit diagrams. Now, these are exactly what they say. They are a diagram of the circuit. So it's the kind of thing that we do a lot of drawing of in our theoretical competencies when we're looking at DC circuits later on, all that sort of stuff, where we physically just draw the lines showing the points of connection, how a circuit actually goes together. Is there a fuse there? Is there a switch there? Is there a lamp or some other component, maybe a motor or something else, GPOs? Our circuit diagrams are basically just lines connecting these things and showing how the connections work to feed through the circuit. We use these all the time for trying to fault find and designing our circuits. This is how we do it. These will be the drawings that you will probably use the most. Following on from that is the wiring diagram. Now, a wiring diagram is not like a circuit diagram. The wiring diagram shows you the exact connections you are going to make. So maybe you have a relay which might have 4 connection points, and on a wiring diagram, it'll tell you which wire goes to which connection point. If you think of a basic GPO circuit, if we were to draw it as a circuit diagram, we would just have one line that would be our active going into a GPO symbol and then out with our neutral, our negative line, back to the source. That's all it is. But a wiring diagram will show you your active, neutral, and earth and show you the actual connections that they get connected to. So a wiring diagram is the more practical, on-the-job diagram that you might need if you are trying to connect up some equipment that you might be unfamiliar with. And lastly, we have the ladder diagram. Now, a ladder diagram is essentially that. It is a diagram that looks like a ladder. You have an active rail and a neutral rail, and your devices are connected in between as they go up the rungs of a ladder. Ladder diagrams are generally seen most in motor situations. So if you're looking at a device that's got various different motors and functions, maybe it's a big drill press or something like that, this is where you're going to see ladder diagrams. They're quite easy to understand because they are literally just 2 rails and things are connected together. It's not something you'll see a lot of unless you're working in more heavy industrial settings. If you're working in the building construction, you will probably never see a ladder diagram. But they are there, and we do need to know how they work. And everything about these drawings and diagrams is in your competency workbook, so you can go through and read through those in detail so that you know what to do. So that is it for this video all about electrical drawings, those drawings that you need as an electrician. I hope you got something out of this, and I will see you next video.